Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance, where Web3 gaming isn't dead, it's just getting better. So, welcome to the new members presentation. I know it's a bit hectic at the end of the month, people going at Gamescom and stuff like that, but welcome. Today, we're going to present two new members to the Blockchain Game Alliance. So, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. We have two new projects. We have Zatoon and, of course, Just a Name. We have our founders here, Abby, Nav. I'm not gonna pronounce. I might made a mistake. And of course, Ryan Naayam. I'm sorry if I butchered that one. Just let me know so I can correct it. So, welcome, folks. Welcome to Blockchain Game Alliance. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So, just a quick side note. Normally, we would do around 5 to 10 minutes each, but since there's only going to be two of us during this new members presentation, it's going to be extended to 15 minutes. Just let me know. First up on the list, if you folks are excited, I am, because I want to know what you folks are working on. First up, we have Zatoon. So, welcome, Abby, to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself, what Zatoon is, and what it's all about?
Sure. So first and foremost, thanks a lot for having me. I think I'm pretty excited to be a part of the blockchain game alliance, and looking forward to many more events. To give a brief, I have been in the game industry for more than 2 decades, and I started Zatoon way back in 2007. At Zatoon, it's an award-winning studio where we partner with global developers and publishers, and where we work across two major verticals. We do work for hire for clients, and we develop our IP. Under work for hire for clients, we have worked with clients like 2K, Wargaming, Disney, Playwing, Network Monster, Ubisoft, Gameloft, Disney, to name a few. Under our IP side of things, we have developed almost like 20 plus games on 25 different platforms, right from PC to mobile to VR. Our last game came out on PSVR 2, which was called Down Out, and we have been making games since 2010. So we have had a lot of experience working on both our IP and the client IP as well. And since last 3 years, we have been working with clients in the Web3 space, where we realized that there was some fun element or some link missing, which we could sort of fill the gap, if I may. And that's why we started working on our IP called Cardboard Dash, specifically for the Web2/Web3 audiences. And if I can, I would love to share maybe a small teaser about what we're working and also run you through what we're building.
Awesome.
Just in a sec, please. Can you see the screen?
It's loading, but now we
Okay.
can see it.
Okay, thank you. Right, so this is what we're building. This is the teaser for Cardboard Dash. So think of Cardboard Dash as Mario Kart meets Minecraft meets Roblox, and we are trying to make a fun, meme-filled game for the audiences. We also have select Thomas's Musk. So, excuse me. So one of the biggest problems I think which Web3 had was there was a lot of barrier to entry for new players. The games were not much fun, and there was a long gameplay time needed. Also, the previous some of the games which were there, they weren't that much innovative. So we came up with the solution, which was having a quick rewarding sessions. The game was easy wallet free access, so you don't need to have a wallet to play. You can just play the game right away. The gameplay was fresh and dynamic, and we wanted to have a fun gameplay first approach. And a bit about the game is that we have think of it as I said, my card meets gameplay. So it's a fun, fast, accessible Web3 racer. What if you're onboarding search session gameplay, evolving NFT cards, and it's built for everyone, not just for crypto. Received a 50K IMX token grant from Immutable till date. We received a $25,000 worth BNY token credits by contract with the Binary Holdings. And we also launched a Telegram mini game to drive early traction. Our idea for the game is not just a game, it's a complete ecosystem where we are thinking of having collectibles, NFTs, merchandise, figurines, YouTube content to sort of have an entire ecosystem where we can merge everything and deliver a unique experience. So, as I said a bit about us, we have been working in the game industry for quite a while. Our games have won numerous awards. We have made games on pretty much every platform out there, and we are taking all of this experience to build something unique. This is what our team has worked on. We have worked on a lot of different titles for clients. We have on a lot of 2K titles. Worked with a lot of titles for Games Workshop. We have worked on Web3 titles as well, done porting. So the entire lot. So we're bringing all of that experience to create the next era of fun, if I may. So we have self-funded we have self-funded the MVP, and the MVP has three plus playable tracks in three different biomes. It's got 15 plus unique characters, 25 plus different cards, and of course it's wallet free. We have leaderboards and time trials for competitive play. The gameplay loop is simple. You raise and tokens, and you can upgrade cards. We have customable cards with NFT utility, and we also have replayability as well. So these are some of the characters and the cards into the game. We are trying for a very Roblox slash Minecraft style that to be based on a unique cardboard style. So think of it as maybe a kid's world where you would have all these characters. We are trying to make it very meme friendly as well. And since we have the art style sorted out, we sort of plan to apply this unique art style and gameplay to different elements for the game. We also did a Telegram game which we launched earlier this month, which had multiple NFTs. So this game was a very simple game where this game was mostly to drive traction and to get users to the main game. Let's come to the gameplay. So it's a very simple top-down racer Telegram game. So we have different you can see the different NFTs over here, the different levels. So why did we choose this? Because we felt that there was a gap which we could sort of reach. The card games, there's a massive web revenue out there. The Web2 games are huge. the Web3 market is sort of getting a bit saturated. So right now there isn't there's a good opportunity to sort of bring in a game that allows people to play, to have fun, and also sort of earn as well. That is where we come in. We have also targeted this game as a sort of a progression based game. We're not kind of pushing the tokenomics or uh, the gameplay and gameplay mechanics is aligned in such a way that it's fun first and monetization second. The token flow is that the user can purchase the NFTs, they can buy and sell the NFTs, they have the marketplace there, they can earn the fees through the NFTs. We have not yet planned to launch a token right away. Our earlier idea is to just have the game to NFTs and maybe down the line have tokens whereby the users can participate in the economy and grow as well. Monetization, I think, as I mentioned, we have a marketplace. We are looking at branding as well, a token economy. We also thinking of having actual real world items like a Nike shoe or maybe a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci bag, which is in the form of a cardboard. So then thereby where we can expand the ecosystem to not just an online asset but an offline asset as well, which would have a higher value. Of course, we'll be launching the event specific NFTs. So some of the how the investors would kind of get revenue. So they would earn money through tokens, investing, gaining value or gameplay, marketplace activity, staking, revenue sharing, of course. They would have access to exclusive NFTs, and there's a DA equity option as well. This is the sort of a base as to how the entire game architecture is based. I'll not go into much detail for this one. And so the game features. So I think why does the game stand out? First is the visual appeal, of course. Second is NFT cards. Third is we are looking at a lot of community-driven content where we plan to have modding as well, where users can mod the cards and turn them into NFTs. The idea is simple. You sort of join the race, you customize your cards, you race and earn, and spend, stake, progress, and repeat. So that's how the entire cycle is. And so this is a bit about our roadmap where we are. In terms of Telegram game launch, we have launched a Telegram game for now with NFTs. The MVP is in development. We have 2+ tracks and we're onboarding. For November, we plan to have multiple tracks and multiplayer launch Discord. For January, we plan to have a PvP, initial modding tools, and influence activations, player retention systems. And the full launch in March 2026 is around 68 tracks plus characters, NFT marketplace, Telegram integration, and everything. So that's a bit about the game that we have. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Abhi. What's interesting to me is that you've been in the market for 2 decades, and I think I played the game. What was the name again? Was it Puppies Out? Yes, correct. I think I
Obviously,
played.
right. You
Yes,
did. Wow.
it is a running game, right? I think it was in the
Right.
likes of Granny, Subway
Right.
Surfers. So yes,
Right.
I have played it. I have played it before. Super fun game. So it's just interesting to me from Web 2 studios migrating to Web 3, which is in my opinion, which is really fun. I know it takes a lot of time to develop a game, and yeah, I agree. Having Web 2 users is an untapped market potential because they don't currently engage in Web 3. It's still one of
Right.
the considering problems right now in Web 3 onboarding users, but there is an untapped potential, for the market. So I agree. Something casual because for the long gamers, they don't like to indulge in those very
Right.
long games. A casual game does solve the problem, in Web 3. So I completely agree with every point here. So super fun. So thank you, Abby, for sharing
Thanks a lot.
the card game. All right.
Thank you so
So
much.
for you folks watching out there, for our 30 viewers right now and growing, if you want to check out Zatoon and of course their game as well, I'll be sharing the website here for you to check out. You can also play some of their games. Just check it out. Zatoon.com. Be sure to check it out. Super game, super fun game, super awesome. All right. So thank you, Abby, for sharing. So yeah, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Next up, we have another one, which is to me is actually quite curious. So Ryan Naayem, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Welcome to the BGA. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and what just a name is? Super curious about it, by the way.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having us. So, just a name is we're not a game developer technically. We're an infra provider. We are a UX solution, and this is the reason we're really looking into the gaming industries. So, the way we started is about 2 years ago. We were building consumer wallets for we wanted very simple normie internet users to use on-chain rails with a simple user-friendly wallet. That became really complicated really fast. So we ended up getting into the ENS rabbit hole. So ENS protocol, you might know it from the .eth names. It's called ENS naming stands for Ethereum naming service. Beyond being just a naming service, ENS started maybe almost 7 years ago, and today it's really an identity layer. You might have seen it being used as Web3 username through Coinbase. You have the .cb.id, which any Coinbase wallet user will have to use. You have the base IDs as well, base.eth. You'll see it also from World ID and WorldCoin, which uses ENS to deploy any usernames that they have. And also that uni.eth just reached 2 million users of their ID system. So any of these usernames, three main Web3 companies are running always on ENS protocol. And what we ended up doing is building an SDK and APIs for anyone to be able to deploy their own namespace, their own branded, it's called subnames, ENS subnames for their users. Now, the reason you'd want to use the first one is for user onboarding. It's very complicated for consumer apps to get users to use Web3 addresses. It starts with 0x, whatever. This is too complicated. This leads to user funds, has security risks. Mostly it's just you'll get native on-chain users, blockchain technology users. You will not get your mainstream. For example, gaming industry people will not want to use something that has blockchain complexity built into it. So the first pilots were actually with just simple payment apps. So we have Yodel, which is the Swiss payment app, was our first pilot. We launched at DevCon in Bangkok just last November. We have also launched with the Peanut Protocol, which is a pretty cool payment app that you might hear more from very soon. It's just a simple P2P payment app for non-native Web3 users. And so since we've been starting to get into the gaming industry, wanted to get into BGA to start doing this, we think that there is a big gap in terms of UX for Web3 games. And very often what Web3 games want is to use freemium models. People are just getting onto your app and starting to play the game, but then you want to give them access to on-chain benefits, which is, for example, just having digital ownership over their in-game items or being able to use on-chain rails to commit transactions, in-game transactions, much more efficient than using TradFi rails. And so our SDK really first makes onboarding easier by offering usernames, branded usernames by the game to their users. So no complex wallet addresses. But then also we really see, and this is where we think like identity is very important in consumer apps, is that in Web2 you have what we call user-centric product design and development, which does not exist in a true Web3 application because the wallet or raw, they're anonymous and they don't carry any data. But with ENS profiles, on-chain profiles, you can really have user-controlled data that is customizable for any namespace, which enable any games to have, for example, custom fields that are appropriate to their game to really personalize then the user experience for their users. So you might want to only give access to, so they were calling it tribes in one of the games we're talking to right now. So if you're part of the org tribes, then you can get access to the chat room for only people of that guild. or you can only, for example, lay the basis for reputation systems, who has whatever amount of XP points or owns certain amount of in-game items to get gated access, uh, exclusive content, for example. It really helps to curate basically the user experience for on-chain games developers. Um, we make that very easy to use because we have several SDKs. I can't show you that right now I'm not going to make a technical demo, but you can find the dashboard on our website. It's very easy to manage your user base once you have an identity layer deployed, but also get analytics based on what your users are doing with their on-chain profiles and with their wallets, how they're interacting with your games, and what is their behavior in general with the wallets that you provide to them. So what's really new with Web3 identity is that it is interoperable. And so in a gaming ecosystem, gaming platform, for example, a user can take their reputation from one game to the other, connect their wallets with your branded identity to another ecosystem. So I could take from xgame.eth or .id and go start trading on Uniswap or any DEX that I want, because it's just an open world on Web3. And generally, yeah, our goal is to bridge the gap between the complexity, the promises of Web3, but without the complexity. We want to bring the simplicity of Web2, the personalization that you can get in Web2 into Web3, while still being interoperable and using on-chain rails and having real ownership of digital assets or content that you get in game. That's on my end.
Awesome, thank you very much. Yes, I agree because people want the accessibility of Web 2. They want to step into Web 3, but it still remains one of the most difficult problems, onboarding and too much complexity. And I definitely agree. I think it sounds more a bit more easier for us if we just use an ENS rather than having to deal with complex structures of Web3, which I truly understand. Just a quick side note: for just a name, is it free or is there some sort of pricing here that they will need to pay for those people curious out there watching right now?
It's cutting off a lot on your end, or I don't know if it's on my side, but I couldn't hear your last question.
Oh, sorry. My question was: is there a price to this? Let's say the people watching right now, they want an ENS from just a name. Are you? How much are you charging for this? Is it free, and how would they get one?
Oh, you can reach out to us. Yeah, we offer it we offer pilots for free right now. We have a deal with the ENS. We have grants from ENS. So for now, we let people use it for free. It's not gonna last for so long. We need to monetize this. But anyway, this is infrastructure that I would consider it's much cheaper. Even when it's going to be monetized, it's going to be much cheaper than say wallet SDKs, for example. I think we're talking about not even a cent per MAU the day it's priced, usually when it's at scale. So it's not expensive infrastructure in general. But today, if someone from BGA wants to do a pilot in gaming, because we are just new to the gaming industry, we're happy to run this for free.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So thank you, Ryan. I think it makes sense. Just a quick side note, Abby, I also wanted to ask you about your game as well. I hope that's okay. I forgot to ask you questions earlier. So
Sure.
regarding about your game,
Right.
is it currently free to play or is it currently in alpha or in development? Where can they actually play this right now? For those people wondering, because we have a bunch of people from our game nights, from Sua Gaming and other communities as well. They've been an active or avid follower of the BGA, and they love to try the new Web3 game. So regarding about Zatoon, where can they play it? How can they
Right.
access it?
Right. So I think the Telegram game is free to play. I can share the link on the blockchain group. And regarding the main game that we're working on, that is still under development. So hopefully, we hope to launch the MVP sometime by say November or early Jan. So maybe we can have a soft launch then where they can try it out.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Two new projects, end of the month surprise, just after Gamescom joined the Blockchain Game Alliance. So with that being said, thank you so much, Abi, and thank you so much, Ryan, for tuning in today. It's a very short new members presentation. We normally have like 5 people on board, but there's like just catching up at the end of the member, and we're so happy to have you here at the Blockchain Game Alliance. Feel free to reach out if there's anything you need. Just send us a DM on Telegram, or you can reach out to me or Flap if you have any specific questions. With that being said, thank you for being part and welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. So
Thank you so
thank you
much. Thank you for
everyone.
having me. Thank you.
Bye. Bye Ryan. Bye
Bye.
Abby. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.